It's just your man back with another video, live video. Wifey in the kitchen, cooking it up. We're not officially married, but that's just what I'm gonna call her, anyways. Here's the deal: too many of you guys you got your self priorities out of whack. You're trying to get the money before you work on yourself. You're trying to get a wife before you hit your goals. You're trying to count the chickens before the hatch. Can't do that. You gotta have your shit straight, and everything else will fall into place. That's why you see so many things go wrong in people's life later in life because they didn't do shit the right way in the right order. They having kids before they can even support them. What are you doing? What are you doing? In this video, I want to talk to you about what's going on lately in life. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I'm still out here in SoCal, still out here in Irvine, California. Listen, fam, what did we try to do? We talked about it. We looked into relocating. We looked into going to New York. We gave it our all, honestly, didn't we? We kind of looked into it and we gave it our all, but the numbers came back and it didn't make sense. The numbers came back and it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes you got to realize that your plan is not necessarily the plan that's going to be because you got to tap into the plan that God's got for you. I'm always stand on that. So we did the numbers, we weighed the pros and cons, we looked at the situation, we compared and contrasted. At the end of the day, God's got me still here in Cali. So guess what? It means I'm meant to be here, and you're meant to be here. Yeah, it's all about health. It's all about the wealth. I'm about to hit the gym. I'm gonna take you with me. I'm doing a different type of video right now for you, fam. I hope you appreciate this. Whoa, what the fuck? Shout out to the pickles zapper I got. Shout out to my guy Ian. Let me show you guys this shit real quick. Go to pickle zapper on Instagram. If you're dealing with flies, bugs, mosquitoes, anything like that, wah, 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 wah. Fuck them up. You got something to say? Who's gonna be ready? So I'm about to hit the gym. Let's get it. Let me ask you a question. You say you don't have time to exercise, so that means you don't have time to. You don't want to. You want to live a long, happy life, but you don't take care of your vessel. The one vessel that's for sure going to be there with you, that takes you to and through all your days. If you don't got time for that, what do you have time for? What do you really have time for? I'm gonna take you through a day in the life, a night in the life, as we walk through this, because understand that life is what you make it. And like I was telling you, right here. But what happened was, like I was saying, the numbers just didn't make sense. So I believe in divine timing. I have divine alignment. I believe in destiny and fate to an extent. Obviously, we co-create our realities in every second. So when it comes down to it, plan is beyond what you comprehend. Sometimes you got to really just not lean on your own understanding, but lean on in the faith of God. So that's what I've been doing. And so why am I still in California? Right? That's my mindset right now. Well, obviously because this is where it's at. I mean, I have a beautiful, 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 luxurious apartment, beautiful life. There's brand new floors. Blessings have been flowing left and right. I think part of the reality here is that, man, there's just so much out here in terms of success, people, lifestyle, wealth, all of that. And it can't get to your brain. It can get to you, but it can get to you two different ways. So part of me was like, yo, let me just take a hiatus. You feel me? I kind of got to just get away from this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Clear my mind, clear my lens, and gather a new perspective. But then the other part of me was just like, nah, I don't. I don't need to. In fact, I need to stay here and I need to keep going harder. I need to keep leveling up. And I need to be surrounded by this stuff. You need to be in environments that make you uncomfortable. Not saying I'm uncomfortable here, but you need to put yourself in situations where you're forced to grow, you're forced to level up because that's what happens. And I promise you, the more you focus on yourself and the more you grow as an individual, the more you'll grow as a business owner, in your relationships, etc. It's all about that self-development. So we're about to hit the gym in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk to you and I want to tell you So much of your reality is just really determined by how you see the world, like how you perceive yourself, how you perceive things. If things are, if you're telling yourself like, "Yo, this is difficult, this is hard for me," you know, and just kind of making excuses as to why you're not where you want to be, it's only because you haven't developed to the level of which you can be and achieve that, bro. I never imagined I'd be out here in Southern California amongst, Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, like all of this luxury, Junior Olympic pools, jacuzzis, just access to everything. I mean, sometimes you look at your life and you just really got to remind yourself how far you've made it, how far you've came. You got to put stuff into perspective. Understand that you can change your life. You can elevate your life. You can thrive in life. And that's what I want to keep on bringing this energy to you. I want to keep on reminding you that you're made for more. This is really how you're supposed to live. You're supposed to live an abundant life. You're supposed to have access to all the finer things. And anything that tells you no is just it's the devil. You're born rich. You're born abundant. Like watch this. And so many times we resort to our old ways. We resort to our own comfortable lives because it's familiar. And breaking through to that next level is not always easy. Breaking through to the next level requires a different version of you. It takes a self belief that you might not have yet. It kind of requires you to just keep on going on. But what happens to so many of us is that we see the reality that we want in our mind, and it doesn't really reflect necessarily the life that we're living. So we get afraid. We're like, maybe I can't do it. You start to doubt yourself because what you really want, what you see in your mind, hasn't came to manifest in the physical realm. But that's the secret. That's the game. That's right when it's about to get good, and that's why oftentimes we quit too early. We quit too soon. Beautiful fireplace. We quit too soon. We give up on ourselves too soon because we still look at the outer world as what is, and forget that obviously with hard work, dedication, focus, and all these different things that we talk about on my channel, you can change your life. But your life changes from within as you change, as you grow, as you level up within as an individual, your perspective, your mindset. That's why we hit the gym. That's why we read. That's why we train. That's why we eat healthy. As we do these things, you will start to attract the life you want. You will start to see your desires come to manifest in the physical realm. You will start to see the wish that you once had turn into the reality that you currently live. But it's not an instant thing. It's not like you can just make it happen overnight. A lot of times, it's going to take grind. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take focus, right? So let me set this camera up for you. Understand that. Understand that you are your biggest asset. You should really be investing in yourself, believing in yourself, spending. And I don't even like to say to spend, like investing and circulating money into your brand, into your business, into your well-being. I've talked to you about this so many times because that's the key thing. You start, just consuming goods and trying to fit along and get along with everybody else and get caught up in the mix, bro. That's all time and focus you could be spending on yourself, on building your energy, like cultivating your energy, cultivating your genius. Shout out to all my new subscribers. We just crossed 5K. This is this is happening. Okay, in my mind, again, I'm already talking to over 100,000 subscribers, if not a million. In my mind, I'm already earning $100,000 per month. In my mind, my business and my goals and my programs are thriving. Everything is winning in life. I'm winning in life. Everything is where it needs to be. Just believe that, believe that, believe that. Stop looking so deeply into what you see because what you see is not necessarily what it is. Like your mind will play tricks on you because you're still trying to survive. You're still trying to, operate like the old version of you, but the old version of you is not who you want to be because that person doesn't live the life that you want. So the new version of you, would they really stress, money coming in and money coming out, the money and the bills and all that stuff? Not really. How would they treat their people, their loved ones, their spouses? How would they operate in the world? Would they move with, scarcity, or would they operate with abundance? Would they take action fast or be slow and second guessing? Would they be definitive and decisive, or would they be unsure and uncertain? You've got to start shifting and acting into that role, stepping into that life that you want every single second. Your paradigm is holding you back. Your paradigm, the version of you who you currently are, is is the issue. If there's any issue right now, it's not the economy, it's not the politics, it's not the president, it's not her, it's not him, it's not your job, it's not your boss, it's not the weather, it's not any of that. The biggest thing and the biggest component to your success is you. No matter what's going on in your life, as long as you're leveling up and you're maintaining a level head through it, a mindset that you can achieve, you can succeed, you are abundant, you will break through. You will break through. But you need to put that work in every single day too. And more than putting the work in, it's not even what you kind of, it's how you do the work. From what frequency, from what vibration are you operating from? What you believe will come to fruition. What you believe will happen. What do you really believe on the deepest levels? If you start a business but you don't really believe it's going to succeed, it won't. If you approach a girl and you don't really believe you can, get her number and start to date her and turn her into a wife or a mother of your children, you can't. You won't. If you're out of shape and you think you can't get muscles and you can't cut the fat, then you won't. What you believe will happen. So that's why we're so focused on working, changing our thoughts, because your thoughts turn into your beliefs, because your beliefs are nothing more than just repetitive thoughts. What you constantly keep thinking turns into a belief. So what we need to do is change our beliefs. You keep looking at your bank account and there's not enough. You see it. I know. I get it, fam. But you have to believe that the money will flow to you. The money will still come to you. You have to believe and start acting like the person who you want to be, the wealthy person, the rich person, the person who has it all going on together in flow state. The more you hoard, the more you save, and the more you act in fear and scarcity, that's all you're going to attract. Now, I'm not saying go waste your money or go be in, what's the word here? Irresponsible, but you want to be coming from a place of true abundance, true knowing and believing in faith that everything you want will come to fruition, everything you believe will work out, and just start taking the steps towards it. It will be scary. It will be uncomfortable. You will, you will be like, damn, like, what am I doing? You'll start to, you won't believe it, but guess what? The more you do it and the more you show up and the more you do it, I'm telling you right now, the universe will start to show you signs. The reality you want will start to unfold. In this moment, you can become the best version of you. In this moment, you can change your life with your thoughts. In this moment, bro, I used to be living in a small city, bro. I used to have, I used to take the bus to school. I used to, drive an old car where I had the roll up windows, and I've been through some tough times, man. I've had bill collectors, debt collectors call me. I've had them come and try to take my car, repossess my car because I couldn't make the payments. I've had to go work random jobs. I've had to go do all that stuff. I've been through a lot of difficult things that seemingly at those times you like, yo, how is this possible? How am I going through this? A part of it is, understanding that the personal development, the level of personal development was there. The ability to control what you could control wasn't at a high intensity. So instead of playing the victim, you got to start operating as the creator. So if you're like that and you keep, maybe things are going right for you and you're just like, dude, all this stuff keeps happening to me. Why me? Why me? Why me? Shift your mindset from out of a victim to the realization that you are the creator of your circumstances, whether you really acknowledge it or not. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Everything you went through, all that's the fuel. That should be the motivating factor. Be like, damn, this cannot be. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be in debt. I don't want to be single, right? And shift that to, how can I start to manifest money? How can I get money? How can I earn money? How can I get in shape? How can I take better care of my health? How can I attract more women? How can I hold on to, and sustain relationships, build relationships, nurture relationships? How do I network? Just work on yourself. It's the key. That's the key in every single moment. Remember that the devil works in these crazy ways. The devil operates like the fear that you feel, that doubt, that confusion. That's the devil, fam. Don't let that creep into your reality. Don't let that devil sneak into your subconscious mind. The devil is a lie. It's an illusion. You're fine. Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and get out of that negative mindset. Get out of those negative thought patterns. That's the first thing we need to do. Get out of those negative thought patterns. Look for any type of situation where you can elevate your mindset. Hit the gym, just like I'm about to. Meditate. Learn from mentors, people who are going through what you're, or who went through what you're going through, who came out successful. who made it through the fire, right? And get around better people, get around, higher level people in your life. That's what I did. I remember specifically telling myself I'm moving out of my city, not just because, I wanted new surroundings, but with that, I'm going to be exposed to new things, new people, new ideas, new stimulus, new levels. Get out of your city, get out of your comfort zone. That's required. If you want to really scale to the next level, you have to understand that you got to push yourself into that life. You literally co-create your world by putting yourself into the world. No one's going to come and give you a handout. No one's going to say, hey, this is everything you wanted here. You have to start acting into that, stepping into that role, stepping into that new life, changing your self-image. I look back at some of my Instagram posts and some of my videos, and I'm like, damn, I've really evolved. And who I was is not who I am today. And that's okay. That's what we call evolving. You're just evolving. And sometimes, if you think about a butterfly, sometimes, well, actually all the time, your old life will cost you your new one, or vice versa. Your new life will cost you your old one. In fact, what that means is you're going to have to sacrifice who you are, what you believe in currently right now, and ultimately change your self-image, change your identity, change for the better. Turn into the person that you want to be. Turn into that rich, that successful, that person who's at peace. Turn into that CEO, that entrepreneur. What would they do? How would they operate? What time would they wake up? What would their habits be? How would they talk to themselves? How would they talk to other people? You have to start stepping into your new life in every moment. But as long as you're just looking at what you want and not actually acting into it and thinking and believing and thinking and growing rich in the process, if you're not doing that, you're not really evolving. You're stuck in analysis paralysis. You're stuck in observation mode. You can get all the information you want, but you got to start taking action. That's going to be the key to your success. What do you do? And also, what don't you do? What do you stop? What actions do you cut out? What actions do you need to stop? What habits do you need to drop? What vices do you need to drop? What needs to be removed out of your life so that you can allow the blessings that you want to come in? What needs to be taken away so that you can add what you want? Like if you have too many clothes in your closet, you got to remove the clothes that you don't wear anymore to put new ones in there, right? If you have a full fridge of food and drinks, well, the only time you're going to put new stuff in there is when that's empty. You can't pour into a cup that's full. So if you're overflowing and the the contain what's contained is not what you want, get rid of stuff. Get rid of it. Let it go. Sometimes you got to know when to quit. Winners quit doing things that they know they shouldn't do. They quit anything that's not helping them win anymore. Maybe you're all over the place. You're working on some type of business or endeavor that's just not working. Switch up your plan, fam. Switch up the plan. You have to understand and have the discernment to make the right decisions at the right times. And the more speed, because wealth loves speed, the faster that you operate, the quicker that you tap into your intuition, the quicker that you start acting like the person you want to be, the more abundant things will start to become and really be for you. I'm telling you right now, Jesus performed miracles, turned water into wine, healed the blind, helped people who couldn't walk. The same God who worked through Jesus and performed miracles for Moses, part of the Red Sea. You have to have that level of faith in yourself because you were made in the image of God. Therefore, you have everything you need already. You have everything you need already. Take it one day at a time. Don't stress too much about the future. The future is not even a real thing. All you can do is control this moment right now. We always try to control the future. We always try to see what's going to happen in the end. And it's important to do that. Yes, think from the end so that you can see how you got to that level, how you will be. You can start to see the future, but in some regard, a lot of that's out of your control. What you can control is this moment right now. Your energy, your mindset, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. That's what you can control right now. The image that you put out, the energy that you cultivate. That's what we can control in this moment. So do this with me right now. Take a deep breath. And this is helping you. Drop some notes in the comments. Thank you for all of the feedback. Thanks for all my following. Shout out to all my new clients. If you haven't already joined the newsletter, get my coaching program for one-on-one help. Get my book in the link in the description. I'm really doing my best to help you. So do this with me right now. Just take a deep breath and just chill. Be here right now. What can you do right now, right? So, what can you do right now to get to where you want to be? A lot of the times, it's more simple than you think. Do you need to start taking notes? Do you need to start doing some research? Do you need to go to the gym? Do you need to eat something cleaner? Do you need to, make a call, make a text? Do you need to pray? Do you need to meditate? What can you do right now in this moment to bring you this much closer to your goals, this much closer to the best version of you? For me, it was to just get up out here and do this YouTube video. Even though it's Sunday, I'm like, oh, it's a day of rest and relaxation. I gotta show up for you. I gotta show up for us. This is our community. So shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to you, fam. We're growing pretty rapidly. I think in the last few weeks we've gained over 3,000 subscribers. At this rate, where are we at? September. You can probably realistically hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month, if not more. But again, why be realistic, right? Because again, I'm talking to 100,000 people in my mind, a million people in my mind. In my mind, I'm already helping dozens and dozens, hundreds and hundreds of people. They're with my clientele. They're on my client list. They're on my program. They're in my school. They're in my community. I'm giving value. I'm sharing value. That's my mindset. What I could control was doing this video for you and then posting it and then building small wins. You got to look for those small wins every day. You got to look for those wins that you can just count in that moment because small wins lead to a victory, an overall victory. This fire is nice and hot. And sometimes you got to just realize, like, you're good. Life is good, fam. The only reason it's not is because you believe it's not. Oh, but Henry, oh, but I'm so alone. I'm so lonely. I have no confidence. I have no money. You keep telling yourself that stuff, but believe it or not, you don't need any of that in this moment right now to still feel good. I understand it's stressful. I understand it's tough. I understand it's difficult. I understand you're going through struggle, maybe, but you still don't need any of that to realize that you're still blessed. You're blessed no matter what. As long as you have that breath in your lungs, you're blessed, fam. And God will provide. God will provide for you. You have to believe that. You're still here to this day through everything you've been through, all the challenges, all the arguments, all the downfalls, all the losses, through everything you've been through. And those times when you had your back against the wall, you were crying, you were mad, you were angry, you were in straight despair. You're still here right now. It's a new day. So why stress? Why lose focus, time, energy, and attention worrying? Don't worry. Hakuna Matata. Have you ever seen The Lion King? It means no worries. Hakuna Matata. Just stop worrying. It's a waste of energy. Start taking action. Put your foot to the pavement. Put your head down and get to work. That's what it takes. And don't even give a fuck what anybody does or says or thinks about it. People are going to judge you regardless. And I'll tell you what, when people who are really focused on people who are winning are focused on themselves, so they don't even have time to focus on you. And if they're just focusing on you and they're not, if people are just, you got to think like this. People who are taking their life seriously, leveling up, working on them, they don't have time or they don't even care or really have interest to focus on you. Anybody who's focusing on you and giving them, your time and it's all that like that, it's because they're probably trying to learn something. They probably admire you, or they're just genuinely curious, and that's okay. That's okay. Let them be curious. Let them wonder what you're doing. Let them see you working. Let them see you shining. Let them see you win. Let them see you fail. It doesn't matter because you should be focusing on you. Don't put your time and your focus on the other things that you can't control. All right. I'm gonna go hit this gym real quick, get a nice night workout in, get a pump in out. You know what I'm saying? The pump is a cure. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys 100%. We're growing this community. This is your community as well. So like, comment, subscribe, elevate, and thrive. Peace.